Hey everybody. I just want to ask something about the anniversary. What do you think the standard should be? And I'm talking about for like the Hoyo games and Woowa for an anniversary. Cause I don't want to hear nothing about Nikkei gave me 6,000 pulls. Like for games like Nikkei, Arknights, and Fire Emblem Heroes, you're just collecting JPEGs. I don't want to hear nothing from you guys. I want to hear from the people that have been playing Genshin for the past 5 years and everything that came after it, what do you think is a proper anniversary? I thought Star Rail did a decent job. Like as a free-to-play player, you got 30 pulls and a chance at getting a Ruan Mei or Locha, and Ruan Mei is a great support, just overall general support. And most people have Ruan Mei, so you're either getting an E1 or E2 at that time. Yeah, it sounds good to me. And then as a spender, you're just getting a deal. Like you're just getting deals. Listen, I broke free to play plus for E2 S1 Ruan Mei. It was worth it. And I got an E2 Fugue right after. I'm happy. I'm happy. Like Star Railway may be my least favorite of all the gotcha games I've played thus far. Actually, no, Tower Fantasy sucks. But out of the games I actually like playing, Star Rail's my least favorite. But I think they got things. They're doing things. They're doing meh. Because I'm sorry, their anniversary patch has nothing to do. Nothing. So that's why I'm not too disappointed by WUWA because they announced like 65,000 events. Like it sounds like you'll be able to do something every single day, maybe two things. It's amazing. But as for the as for the free pulls, I'm low key disappointed. Low key, and I'm only low key disappointed because my expectations weren't too high. In fact, the only thing about WUWA was I was gonna see what is the most generous game in Gacha, apparently, that all these Wuthering Wave players have been saying, or Kuro lovers have been saying. The live happened, and wow, I was underwhelmed. But then I look at everyone reacting, everyone who had all these big reactions to Genshin and Honkai, and oh, no, no, it's fine when it comes from Uwa. It's fine. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some things that are not as bad as what other people seem to be saying, like the whole, well, Honkai Star Rail did a 4 character patch, and Wu is doing 12 and everybody's losing their minds. And honestly, when it comes to Star Rail and Wuwa is doing it as an anniversary and not as a regular patch. And B, Wuwa has reran everybody, and I mean everybody. So this is just a chance to get whoever you feel like you're missing, or just grab Zani or Chiakona. Like I don't I don't see the issue here. Like, would I like to get Jinshi's weapon? Yes. Am I gonna get it? Highly unlikely, because I'm gonna be focusing on Zani and her weapon, and then saving for I believe 2.6. No, 2.5. So yeah, if anything, hopefully I roll enough to get enough coral for a Rochia sequence. My earlier question was, what do you think is a decent standard for these type of games anniversary? Now, here's my thing, right? I think 20 to 30 pulls is just a given. 40 to 50 pulls shows me you care. 60 and beyond is like, oh my gosh, oh, it's so generous. But free standard selector is also a given to me, right? I don't expect a free limited character. So when Honkai Star Rail did it and everyone was freaking out, I didn't play it at the time, and everyone was freaking out. It's like, okay, that's cool and all, but it's a dude character, it's a hunt character. I could see why they gave it to you for free, right? Everyone was like, oh, but he's so strong and da da da. It's not an Acheron, all right? It's like a slightly better Topaz. Calm down. It's better than Genshin. They gave you Alloy. Alloy was okay. It was stupid that she couldn't get any consolations, but she was fine. Trash, fine. So yeah, and now we come to Woowa, and like I said, I was underwhelmed, but I really don't care because my expectations weren't even that high to begin with. I thought they were going to reset the selector not selector banner, but the selector ticket, and they didn't. So that was eh. But otherwise, but one of my solutions is double the coral that we get during 2.3. Not the entirety of 2.3. I could see where that could be a problem, but at the same time, I don't see it being a problem because if you're free to play, you're just going to waste all your gems and barely get any back in return, kind of. And then if you're a spender, well, you could just keep whaling, and that's what they want to see. And then bam, you're over here collecting so many coral. But yeah, I don't think that should happen for like the entire run. Heck, I almost want to say it shouldn't happen for more than 3 days. Like giving players a week of double coral. Even a spender could find a way to not be a spender for the rest of the for the rest of the year or 2 years after, if you spent the right amount of money, right? So I don't know. So heck, a day or three of extra coral, that sounds kind of fun. Because yeah, free to play get a plus because you might get a sequence or just more pulls out of your coral, and then spenders are just gonna go crazy. I see nothing but pluses. Anyways, that's all I have to say about this whole anniversary thing. I just find it a little bit funny because throughout the years, I mean, don't get me wrong, I've had a Genshin anniversary rant, but even in that old video, you could see I had no expectations. I knew that Hoyo was kind of stingy. So whatever we got, we got. I didn't care. Now, if you want to complain about it, please go ahead because I'm gonna win in the end, anyways. Because if your complaints go through, cool, we get more stuff. And if they don't, well, I never cared. All right, I'm gonna pull Zani regardless. Thanks for watching, everybody. I don't get too many visitors, so I appreciate the people who show up. Good night.
See you later, too.